My eaters, what's going on, y'all? We are still in my kitchen at the house. I'm so excited to be here with you today. It's your boy Chef Drew, aka Chef, aka Big Drew, aka y'all. It's barbecue season, and everybody needs dip. I don't know about you, but when them barbecues roll around and I see them chips on the table, I want something to put them in. You know what I'm saying? Who wants just a regular old dry chip? Sometimes, but not always. You know what I'm saying? And so today, I thought it would be great to show you guys how to make one of my absolute party ringers. Whenever this stuff is on the table, people love it. It's super, super simple, but super, super good. It's my caramelized onion dip, y'all. But before we get into that, please, please, please like, subscribe, do all the things you need to do to help us continue to bring you this great content. Now let's go. All right, y'all. So, like I said, we're gonna make, before I even get into that, anyone who knows me, y'all, like I said a second ago, when you come to a barbecue at my house, when you come to a dinner or something at my house, there will be, more often than not, some kind of chippy, dippy, or cracker spready type situation. And in that, one of my go-tos, one of my dips that always work is my onion dip. I don't know why more people don't make this stuff. It's super, super simple, super, super easy to make, and it's always the starter show. You can do all sorts of things to it to bring it up. But yeah, my onion dip. So here what I have is a cup of caramelized onions. Roughly, y'all, take 2-3 onions, julienne them up, chop them up however you do it, saute them in a pan, and then when they're caramelized to your likeness, I like mine kind of dark, I put them on, you can put them on a cutting board. If you're doing a whole bunch, y'all, you can also do this in a food processor or a blender. It'll work just fine. Me, I'm not doing so much, so I'm gonna just do it on a cutting board for you. I like my dips a little bit more hearty, and so the knife works for me. So we have a cup of caramelized onions dumped on the cutting board. Y'all, I love caramelized onions. So we have these here. All we're gonna do is take your knife and just run it through this. You want to turn this into like an onion paste. You just want to make sure what you're doing here is making sure that when people are dipping, they're not getting no long strings of onions, you know, making it hard to eat. You know, a lot of times when you're eating dips, you're eating them on the go. You're moving, you're grooving, you're socializing. So you just need to be able to chip it, dip it, and run with it. You know what I mean? So you want to chop up the onion so there's no long, stringy onions in your dip. Again, this is just caramelized onions. I took the onions. You can use whatever onions you like. I like to use Vidalia onions. They have a little bit of sweetness to them. Or you can use just regular old yellow onions. Use whatever onions you like. I've used red onions. You caramelize those. Just a little bit of salt in the pan and whatever oil you use or fat. There we go. When you have them nice and chopped up good, you take these, you put them in a bowl. Y'all, we almost done already. That's the hardest part. Okay. So we're gonna take those onions, they're in the bowl now. Now, we also have some sour cream. I like, when I'm doing this, y'all, I like to let the sour cream sit out just a little bit, soften up a little bit, makes it incorporate better. You take one whole container. This is a 16-ounce container of sour cream. And this is definitely something, y'all, you can do in advance of the party. I like to typically do it the day before, if not early the morning of, but typically the day before. Give this dip time to sit and marry. Any dip you make, y'all, you usually want to let it sit for a little bit and get beautiful. So sour cream in here, caramelized onions in here. Y'all, one of the reasons I love this dish is it is so versatile. Right now, I could literally sprinkle this with a little bit of salt and pepper, which is pretty much what I'm gonna do. Mix it up and put it up, you're good to go. Sometimes I put fresh herbs in it. This pairs very well with dill. I like dill in it. I put a little bit of thyme in there. Sometimes I've done chives. So it pairs well with other fresh ingredients and so forth. But for simplistic purposes, sour cream, caramelized onions, salt and pepper. What I'm gonna do is use a little bit of my lemon pepper seasoning. This is salt, kosher salt, ground black pepper, granulated garlic, and dehydrated lemons. So I'm gonna take this and season it to taste. This is probably about a teaspoon I just put in there. You wanna make sure anytime you use a seasoning that has salt in it, y'all, you don't use too much of it because you don't wanna oversalt your food. Sour cream can be salty, there's salt in the onions. So we're gonna start with that. And now, y'all, all we're gonna do is mix this up. You want to fully incorporate it. Make sure you get the sides. You'll see because of the caramelized onions, it starts turning the sour cream this nice creamy color. It goes away from that bright white to a nice oniony creamy color. And yeah, y'all, we're just mixing it up. Once it's fully incorporated, always taste your food, y'all. Give it a little taste. I taste the onion. I taste the sour cream. I do not taste as much of the lemon peppery saltiness that it needs to taste good. So we're gonna put a generous amount, probably about a tablespoon. The other thing too you want to remember is, like I said, you want to give this time to sit so it marries together. Sometimes it may not taste salty enough or peppery enough immediately, but as it sits and the flavors blend and all that, you'll find that the seasoning is just right. This even goes really well with some cilantro, like I said, dill, culantro. I've seen people sweeten it a little bit with honey, maple, but I don't want it sweet, I want it savory. So we mixed it good. Let's try it one more time. Okay, I taste more of that lemon. I still want a little bit of salt. So instead, because I don't want any more of the other flavors, I taste that pepper coming through. I'm gonna just season it a little bit with just some salt. You can use whatever salt you like. Matter of fact, I am gonna put a little bit more pepper. Season your food, y'all. Always season your food, please. There is no need to be taking all the time and the money and the resources it takes to make some food and then the food be bland. You ever been really looking forward to something? You want to eat it bad, and then you get it, and it's blah, meh. You don't want that, y'all. Season your food. That's good. And so, y'all, you have this, some onion dip. From this point here, you can do one of two things. You can plate it up into your little serving, your sauce bowl or sauce cup or whatever it is you're going to use and have on the table at your event. Or if you're doing this in advance, you can do like we're going to do. I often take the same container which it came out of, just like this. And once it's prepped, just like that, y'all, We have homemade sour cream and onion dip. Now listen, y'all. We all know we can go out there and buy onion dip. We can go buy sour cream and onion dip. Y'all, I always keep a couple packets of onion soup in the house just in case you want to make some dip on the fly. However, it's easy to do, it's inexpensive to do, and it tastes better. So please, next time you're at the supermarket, next time you're gonna have some people over, remember this recipe: homemade French onion, not French onion, sour cream and onion dip, onion, sour cream, and seasoning mixed together. Y'all, I promise you, it'll steal the show at your next event. This stuff also goes great, great, great on top of salads. I've seen people spread it. I've used it as like a spread for like baguettes and put some stuff on it. And it also tops chicken, baked chicken real well, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you. So, sour cream and onion dip. Y'all, thank you for joining us today. Please remember two things. One, like, subscribe, do all the things that you need to do to keep us bringing you this great content. And two, check out our homeboys, Chuck and John, on Last Night's Coffee with Chuck and John on all streaming podcast platforms. Great guys, great content. Until next time, y'all, we are gone.